right, good afternoon. We're here at the scene of a wildland fire out at Soham Community Park down on Kimtu Road outside of Garberville. And I'm standing with a resident here who's right up against the fire line with his private property and I believe was asked to leave in an abundance of caution. Sir, can you explain what happened this morning?
Yeah, first of all, I'm Keith Martini. My neighbor called me and told me there was fire and that there was some ashfall at his property, and he's the next property past mine.
Okay.
He told me to go outside and see if I could see the fire. Well, when I went outside, I could see the tree line, passed through the tree line to where the field is. The flames were licking against the tree line and about 30 feet in the air.
Oh, goodness.
And it was just a wall of flame coming straight my way. So I thought, well, okay, I'm going to jump on my lawnmower and go up to the top and see if I can see around all these trees and see where the fire is. Well, when I went up there, the wind was blowing it towards me, and I realized it was probably time to get in my car and drive away.
Wow.
When I got to my car, one of the fire men came in his white car and told me that I should leave.
Yeah.
And as he turned his car around, they dropped the fire retardant, and it just pretty much turned his white truck into a pink truck.
Oh.
And so that's how close it was. It was very, they dropped the retardant like virtually right next to where I was at.
Right.
And I jumped in my vehicle and headed over to the park here.
How far away were you at that moment?
From the fire?
From the truck with the pink truck.
Oh, I was maybe 10 car lengths.
The retardant-covered truck.
Yeah, I was only about 10 car lengths away. It was just
Wow.
just up the driveway from my house.
Okay.
And when he turned, he went right past my house, turned around to tell me that I needed to evacuate.
Yeah.
And that's when he got hit with all the fire retardant. So it was kind of a mess for him.
Wow. Uncomfortably close.
Yes, and then the flames went up and around, and they were licking along the ridge there.
Yeah.
And they've continued that way. And it looks like that's the way that they're fighting the fire. It's pretty windy out here, so it's not going to be an easy battle for them. But at least they got an early start on it. They were aware of it pretty quick, and they're all over it. So
right.
Hopefully we're not going to have too much problems here.
Yeah. I mean, this helicopter will turn a little bit here. There it is. We've seen that go by several times, and now it's up in the air again. It looks like it's going to that same spot over there, that ridge line that you were just referencing.
Yes, he had landed for about 15 minutes, and now he's back at it. So
right.
the wind picked up, and it probably flared up and hit another grassy field.
I see.
And so yeah, he's hitting it again with the water, and hopefully they're gonna.
Yeah. So what kind of fire prevention do you do out at your property then?
Well, last year we had many trees fell down. There was a lot of storms last year, so we had maybe 7 or 8 trees, major full-size trees fall down on the property.
Yeah.
And so we cut them all up, cut all the branches off, make big piles, and in the wintertime I burn all that stuff personally. I probably had 30 different fires this year, safe fires that I burn up all the slash. I keep the lawn over there cut flat to the ground.
Yeah.
We are very aware of what we're up against. But this community farm is kind of a bird sanctuary. And
right.
So to clear cut it would be detrimental to the whole thing.
That would kind of defeat the purpose of having a community park.
Right. If you're gonna cut the grass you might as well just pave over it, because you have nothing for the birds to do their thing in then.
Right.
It's not a
right.
sanctuary. And so it's
as far as a community park, this is a valuable asset for the community. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Well, it is. It's a very valuable asset to the community. The kids come down here and they're on this half pipe all day, every day.
Half pipe.
We've got exercise equipment down here. People bring their horses down here. People bring their dogs down here.
Yeah.
This is a well-frequented place. This parking lot is usually full of cars this
right.
time of day, and the whole community really does utilize this place.
Right.
And this is more off the beaten path. This isn't for travelers. They don't see this spot. This is really a community spot, and
yeah.
and well loved, well taken care of.
Yeah. I was asked earlier if there was a particular large tree. I think of the large madrones, the oaks right there. So yeah, people were worried about those, and so I'll pan a little bit.
That one was about 10 minutes ago. That one was raging in flames, and I can see a window through it now.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I do see that. I do see that.
Still flames coming from it, but it was really inflamed. Even after all this was out, that tree right there was really burning.
Right.
And so it's going to have some problems if it even survives. It was burning clean through, and there was flames.
It does look like it's burning from the inside.
The inside was probably soft and rotted, and it burned all the way. Now it's a complete hole in it, and it's probably going to have to come down for safety reasons.
Right. It's been there as long as I can remember.
Yeah, those 2 trees have been there for as long as I can remember, and that one's going to be dangerous for people over there. There's picnic tables right under it, and so we'll probably have to take that down in the spring.
Right.
And do the same thing, burn it, make it gone. But that's pretty much the nature. Whenever there's down trees or a lot of slash, I go through the forest and pick up all the sticks and make a big pile out of them and burn them, just because that's what needs to be done here.
I see. Okay. Any final thoughts then? Thank you for sharing your thoughts. This has been a really scary morning.
Well, if you see fire, don't be afraid to get in your car and get away from it. Nothing is worth saving other than your own life and your pets. And be aware of fire hazards like dragging chains behind your trailer and throwing cigarettes out the window. I see people this time of year ashing their cigarette out the window, just holding it out in the wind and letting the wind do its job. And that's not for California. That's not for here. And I see it almost on a daily basis.
That shocks me.
Yeah, no, I see it all the time. And if I was in authority, I would pull them over and definitely put them to the grinder for that, because that's not something we can live with.
That's kind of asking for trouble.
It really is. And, beyond that, they sell firewood up at the grocery store this time of year. And vacationers buy it thinking that they can have a campfire. They don't know any better. There's nobody telling them, don't buy the firewood because you can't burn it.
Right.
They sell fireworks up there in the parking lot for the 4th of July.
Right.
And this is not a place for people to play with fire on any level. No. Sparklers, smoke bombs, they cause fire.
Yeah.
And it's not worth it. We have laser lights and drones, and we can have fun without burning the place down.
Yeah.
It's time to grow up.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. I see another fire truck going down. They might be actually pulling up your driveway right there at the edge.
They probably are. They're going slow enough.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate your time so much.
Well, thank you.
I haven't got any word on how long that they wanted you to be out there or out of there. I will try and keep in touch, and I got your phone number. Is that a cell phone number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
All right, I will try and get you a heads up if I say, hey, yeah, it looks like they've got a crew left.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's safe over there. I just don't want to get in their way at all. I'm
Yeah.
in my vehicle or whatever.
Well, and the other thing too is because they got it closed, so once you get if you leave the closure, then we won't be able to get you back in for a while.
Right, yeah, no, I don't want to leave. I want to get back over there and make my dinner and, make sure everything's all cleaned up over there.
Just want to make sure it's safe.
Yeah. I think the immediate danger is over there past me now.
Well,
like I said, I've got water and I've got a shovel and I've got a McLeod and I'm well versed in fire.
But then you got smoke.
Well, of course, yeah, that's.
But